Namaste, Sharana Sharanarthigalu, dear learning enthusiasts, welcome back to Social Science online classes. Dear children, in previous video class 1, 2 and 3, we have started chapter number 2 from hunting, gathering to growing food for history section for 6th grade. So in this video class, we are going to cover the remaining contents discussion. So ninth one, a new way of life, storing animals, finding about the first farmers and herders. 12th one, towards a settled life. 13th one, a closer look, living and dying in Mahargarh. So let us begin our discussion with the ninth point, the a new way of life. Dear children, the beginning of agriculture changed the lives of early humans. So, especially in the Neolithic period, people started to lead settled life. Instead of hunting and gathering, they were adopted new occupations like domestication. So, domestication included farming as well as agriculture. So, herding and agriculture. So, in this process, it is a lengthy process to look after the animals and look after the field up to harvesting time. It is the one of the period in linear period they were peoples were involved in other activities. So these activities changed their life. So let us begin our discussion. For example, in your garden you have planted one sapling. So it will take time for weeks or months or some cases years to grow tall and as well as to give the fruits and bear the fruits and flowers. So it is a long lengthy process to grow the plant. So that's why the people involved in other activities, when people began growing plants, it meant that they had to stay in the same place for a long time looking after the plants. So watering, weeding, driving away animals, birds, until grains ripen. So look after the not only the work of the early people, they involved in other activities like watering. Watering means giving water supply to the field. Weeding means removing the unwanted plants from the field. And next one, driving away animals and birds because they will eat the all the crops planted by the farmers. That's why farmers lit the fire surrounding the field or the surrounding of their houses to give the protection for the animals as well as the tamed animals or herded animals as well as their fields. So after harvesting they were collecting all the crops and preserved in a one pot or clay pot or a basket, woven basket, or dug pits into the ground, and they will preserved in that. So these are the some process to preserve the food grains. So food grains utilized for two purpose, one for food purpose, another one for seed purpose. Seed is next time utilized for the plantation purpose. So in the next season they will use the good seed to replantation. So that's why they were used the crops like for food purpose as well as seed purpose. So this is the one of the new way of life. So just you observe the picture here, storing grains, where they were stored their grains. So in the earthen or clay jars or pots, and people wove basket to store grains. The baskets are woven through the bamboo strips as well as the cotton threads and woolen threads. So they have good knowledge about the weaving. And next one, dug pits into the ground and store grains. So they dug the pits, and the people keep the all crops in the woven basket, and they preserved in the dig wells. And next one, ways in which grain was used. So in which purpose the grains was used for by the early peoples. So as a seed purpose, as a food purpose, sometimes they are providing gift for the other persons. So these purpose they were used the grains. And next we go through the storing of food grains, purposes of storage. So which purpose they stored the food grains? For food purpose as well as for the seed purpose. And stored in which areas or in which things? They were used the clay pots. They made the clay pots and preserved the crops inside, as well as some of the baskets, woven baskets, and pit in ground. So and another one, rearing animals used as store of food. So animals also called as a stored food. Why? Because in sometimes the uh, sometimes milk and meat purpose they will utilize the animals. So this purpose we call it as a stored food. Animals also called as a store of food. Next we go through the storing animals. People took care of animals, so in their shelter or in the field, and because they provided for milk also, meat also, that's why we call it as a store food. So next we go through the 11th content, finding out about the first farmers and herders. So where the archaeologists found the evidence of the first farmers and herders. In the previous video class we have discussed about the archaeological sites. Just you observe the map, the second one in index, second number, that is a blue color square shaped, that is neolithic sites. Neolithic sites in the in our subcontinent, in various parts of our country or subcontinent. Some of the most important ones are in the northwest, in present day Kashmir, and in the east and south part there are so many neolithic sites located in our subcontinent. And archaeologists found out the some of the excavated things, so like bones of the animals and plants, as well as some grains. um, so these are the some evidence the archaeologists found out, and scientists studied about the excavated things. So Burjam, Mehergar, Chirand, Koldiva, Mahagara, Diyojali Harding, Halluru, and Payampalli. These are the Neolithic sites where the people were lived, as well as they are involved in the agriculture activities, and these are the some oldest villages. And next we go through the, so let us view the some points related to this content. Archaeologists have found evidence of early farmers and herders in north Burjam, in northwest Mahargarh, and east Diyajali Harding, and south part of our subcontinent Halluru. It is the one of the ancient or old age village. In these settlements, the archaeologists as well as scientists study about the plants and bones. Archaeologists found remains of burnt grains. So archaeologists found out the some burnt grains in that places. So Burjam, near the Burjam. On the basis of ash, scientists identified the grains, and number of grains were grown in different parts of the continent. So compared to the north to south, in the north part archaeologists found out the rice and the wheat and barley. In the south part, the archaeologists found out the rice grains. So they can also identify the bone of different animals. After joining the some of the remaining bones, the scientists found out the some animals skeleton. And next we go through the towards the settled life. This is the one of the new content in this chapter. So archaeologists found out and traces of huts and houses at some sites. So in the various parts of our subcontinent, in the neolithic sites, archaeologists found out the some houses or huts or some sites. Already we have studied that sites are related with the factory sites, habitation sites, factory come habitation site. So these three habitation sites, these three sites the archaeologists found out in the neolithic sites. So Burjam, it is one of the site in the Kashmir. The people were built pit houses. Pit house, it is the one of the house after they were dug the ground and made their house inside the earth. So cook, and the people cook food indoor in winter season and outdoor during summer. Tools, they were used the tools, those were polished, for example mortar and pestles. So while cooking and storing food grains, earthen pots were used. So while after, in cooking time and storing food grains and food, they were used the earthen pots made with the clay pots. So this is all about the towards a settled life. Next we go through the, this is the one of the pit house built by the Burjam Burjam site and early people built these houses, which were dug into the ground with steps leading into them, and these may have provided shelter in cold weather. So in the Jammu and Kashmir, these are the coldest places in our country. So in the during winter time and in rainy time, it is most of the land covered with the snow. That's why the people were constructed these pit houses for keeping warm themselves. And next one, this is one of the pit house. And hearths are constructed inside home during winter season. People of Kashmir cook their food indoor. So in the during the winter month, the Burjham people cook their food inside the house, because the hearths keep warm the home in the during the winter season. In the summer season, the people cook the food in the outside. Outside means outside means out. So towards the settled life. So Neolithic implements of stone and the implementer. So Neolithic tools are different from the Paleolithic periods stone tools or bone tools or a wood tools. So just you compare the two tools. For example, this is the Neolithic, these are the Neolithic periods tools, just they were modified with the pointed one. So these are sharpened as well as pointed tools. So it is easy to uh, tear the animals hides, as well as cut them, chop the meat. So and some of the stones, they were modified like a mortar and pestle. So using the mortar and pestle, they were grind the grains. For example, they were polished also. Just you observe. And characteristics of Neolithic tools and weapons and implements. So these tools are called the Neolithic tools. Especially mortar and pestles were used for grinding grains, and the pot, earthen pots have also been found, sometimes decorated, and were used for storing things. So just you observe the pot. Here we can observe the drawing also. People have got the knowledge about the painting and drawing. Pots were used for cooking food like rice, wheat, and lentil. Lentil means it's a dal. Just you observe the one of the mortar and pestle at present day we are using in our kitchen for grinding the spices as well as herbs. So next we go to the, these are the some of the things excavated by the archaeologists in the um, in subcontinent of our various part of our subcontinent. So pit houses. So these are the pit houses, polished tools, and earthen pots. So, what is the comparison between the tools in the Paleolithic and Neolithic age? So, starts with the Paleolithic age. Simple shaped stone tools like cutters and hand axes. Also, they used spare tips and sticks. And here in the Neolithic age, more advanced shaped tools like bows and arrows and harpoons. Also, they used spare tips. Tips means the edge of the uh, or point of the tool. So these are the difference between the Neolithic and Paleolithic tools. Differentiate characteristics towards a settled life. So we have covered a lot of points in this towards a settled life. Those are, first one, people lived in huts, especially in the pit houses in the Jammu and Kashmir for control the cold condition. And polished tools were used for fine cutting edge. So the mortar and pestles are fine cutting edges, as well as those were polished on the surface of the mortar and pestles. And mortar and pestles are used for the grinding grains. So next one, use of earthen pots. Earthen means clay pots for cooking purpose, as well as storing the food grains for preservation purpose. And weaving clothes, people won some clothes from the cotton thread and sheep's wool, and so on. So this is all about towards the settled life. At lastly, we are going to cover the 13th content, a closer look, living and dying in Mahargarh. So Mahargarh, it is the one of the Paleolithic site in the northwest part at present day Pakistan. So and this site is located in a fertile plain near the Bolan Pass. Bolan Pass, it is the one of the route or a way or a road to connect the Iran from Pakistan to Iran. So the Mehergar, it is in between the Iran and Pakistan. So this is the one of the oldest village in the Neolithic period. So it is the one of the earliest village that we know about, and is one of the places where women men learned to grow barley, wheat, and raise sheep, goats for the first time in this area. So people started living in these areas, especially men and women, both involved in growing the barley and wheat. And these are the two crops, they were dominant in the agriculture. Sheep and the goats, these are dominant for the rearing purpose because they have the more grassland in that area. So bones of animals like deer, pig, sheep, goat, cattle were found. So archaeologists excavated the some of the animals bone, and the scientists um, identified the bones, and that bones related to the which animal, they have got the idea. So these are the some of the living and dying in Mehergar. So just you observe Mehergar, a case study. It is the one of the case study given to you. So case means uh, one of the work given to you to study about the part of our subcontinent in a one village. So this place is situated near fertile plain near the Bolan Pass. Mehergar was probably one of the places where women men learned to cultivate rice, barley, and rear goats for the first time. People lived in square rectangular houses with four or more compartments. Compartments means in a hall, one two hall separated the parts of the hall, that made the four small compartments. So they believed in the life after the death, hence burial was practiced. So burial is the one of the such arrangement. Several burials sites have been found in Mehergar. So just you observe the picture here, houses in Mehergar, and inside the house we can observe the two walls that separate the parts of the house, and and the separated parts, there are four parts in the one big room. So this is called the house. And at present day also we are following same architecture in our construction of the homes. So these are in a square shape or a rectangular houses. So this is how, just you observe how they were advanced in architecture. So next one, burial sites in Mehergar. Several burial sites have been found at Mehergar. In some cases, the dead person was buried with goats and sheep, which meant to serve as food in the next world. So they believed in the next world after the death. So that's why in the dead person in burial time, they were buried the goats as well as sheep inside the burial. So this is the one of the their belief or a faith about the next world. So this is all about your living and dying in Mehergar. So burial, what is the burial? Burial means a dead body placed inside the earth. So burials are big pits used to bury the body of the dead person. In some places, along with the dead body, goats and other animals were buried in the Mehergar. So just you observe the picture, one of the burial place in that the dead body also available, as well as the goat and sheep also buried inside the burial. Next we go through the recapitulation of this chapter. People, early people started to lead settled life during Neolithic period because to look after the field and protect crops from wild animals and birds. Grains had to be stored for both food and seed purpose, stored in clay pot or in woven bags. The grains stored in the woven baskets as well as in the clay pots, and storing animals for source of food. So animals are called it as a store food because in sometimes they will use for a food purpose or a meat purpose. Food means the milk production, milk products. In various parts of our country, archaeologists found out Neolithic sites. Those were located on the hilly areas and sometimes on the banks of the river Mahargaram, Chirand, Koldiva, and Diyojali Harding and Halluru. These are the some of the Neolithic sites. The archaeologists found out the some of the animals' bone, grains, ash, pots, tools made by the stones and made by the clay, and some crops also. So especially the barley and rice and oats. And Mehergar, it is the one of the early village located in the Bolan Pass in the present day Pakistan. It is Bolan Pass connect with the two nation. One is the Pakistan, another one is the Iran. So in that archaeologists excavated the some animals bones, and as well as the burials, as well as the houses. So these are the some few points about your chapter. In next chapter we will start in next video class, we will start the next chapter. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.